Alright guys, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a fanfiction idea of a series that I really haven't really done story ideas on. I mean, I've done like tons of other Disney shows like Owl House and Gravity Falls and Starverses and a few others. But there is one out there that I've always wanted to tackle like solely. And like this idea made me go, yeah, this is the one I want to do. Like this is this is perfect because like in a weird way. Actually, no. With the reboot series, it actually does work. As you can see, it's Ducktales, the Galactus Saga. So yes, it's literally all of Duckburg and literally everyone else versus Galactus. Like that's the idea. It's loosely based off of the Galactus Saga from the Ultimate Comics, from the Marvel Ultimate Comics. Not the first one with the Galactus nano shit. That was like the first Galactus Saga. I'm talking about the second one where the Earth 616 Galactus showed up in the Ultimate Universe. Like that idea. Like that's the idea I was thinking of with this story. So yeah, it's kind of funny because it makes sense, like in a weird way. Like, is anyone else shocked that we never got like a Ducklactus? I guarantee you that would have been the name. I guarantee you that would have been the name if they did a Galactus parody for Ducktales. I guarantee you also if this show got another season, which I think we all wish it did. And not to say the Ducktales ending was bad. I'm just saying, like, if they got another season, I guarantee you they would have done a Planet Eater. They would have made Ducklactus. I'm keeping that name, Ducklactus. So yeah, this is. But yeah, I guarantee you that would have been in this idea. This would have been in here at some point. So anyway, so this story is basically set after the end of season 3. This is after the series finale, and basically what's going on is that there's been these group of scientists who have been sending out like deep probes for like Mr. McDuck's, for Scrooge McDuck's, space program, because he wants to bring that back with his daughter. I mean, not daughter, excuse me, his niece and with his niece Della. He wants to reboot that. But as they've been sending deep probes out into space, they've been picking up like weird energy signatures, and then when they get a visual, it's a giant ship. It is this giant, just massive ship, and even the moon people are like, we don't know what that is. That doesn't belong here. Like, we've been around for a long time and encountered other alien races. That shouldn't be here. Like, there's been no record of that. So we don't know what that is. So when Scrooge McDuck is like, oh, bless me bagpipes, that's bad. Like, whatever it is, of course, and then they're like, sir, it's headed to Earth. And to which Scrooge is like, of course it is. Alright. Guess I'm dealing with this. Guess I'm fighting a god. So, another alien invasion, so Huey, Dewey, Louie, they get everybody together. Like, this is, like, they basically say, this is the big one. This is really big. And everyone thinks, oh, it's an alien invasion, and then when they're looking at the size of the ship and all of that, they're basically thinking, how big is the person piloting that ship? And when they do get they send... Alright, to explain, like, basically they have to understand what's coming to Earth. Like, what's coming towards their Earth. Like, what is that? What is it? So, they basically send not so much, they wanted to initially send a probe, but then Della's like, no, I can go and I can get in there and find out what's going on. So Della and Donald get into a manned rocket with Dewey sneaking on board, because of course he would. They blast off and get into the ship without it being detected, and they discover Galactus is in there, and they're like, holy crap! Do you see this guy? So when Galactus sees them, they tear ass back to Earth, because Galactus is like, what? It's like, how did you get in here? And to which everyone goes, bye. And they tear ass and tell everyone, this is a big dude. And it's not just that, because there's a reason Galactus is here. Like, there is a reason Galactus has come. And it turns out that there was someone who tagged along with Galactus who managed to get to Earth as well. And that person was... that person turned out to be Reed Richards. Yeah, so Reed Richards, he ended up on this, in Duckburg, because what had happened was the Galactus was coming to consume Hala, the Kree homeworld, and the Kree scientists were like, we don't know what to do. Go get Reed Richards. Like, they were like, go get Reed Richards. He can help us, because he's literally the only person who's ever, like, outsmarted Galactus. So the Kree bring Reed Richards and the rest of the Fantastic Four to Hala, and they're like, look, we got this idea to send... We can't kill Galactus, and you're not going to let us use the ultimate nullifier to scare him off, because you don't trust us. So what we want to do is build a machine that will send Galactus to another universe. And Reed is like, okay, I can do that. So he helped them build it, but of course, Ronan the Accuser, being Ronan the Accuser, sabotaged the machine. So not only Galactus would be sent back, it would be sent away to another universe, but he also, like, chucks Reed in there too when he's not looking. The rest of the Fantastic Four are left, like, captured on Hala, and Reed is now on this other universe, and Galactus is also on his way, because, like, Galactus is like, well, that sucks. There's still planets in this universe, cool, so I'm fine with that. Because that would, of course, Galactus would be like, yeah, doesn't matter, there's planets in this universe, I'm eating. So, Galactus is on his way to this version of Earth, and everyone, of course, is freaked out by Reed because he's not a duck person, he's a human being, and even Reed's like, so I'm living in a world where the evolution of, where no humans evolved, but instead anthropomorphic creatures are. I hate my life sometimes. So that's basically where Reed is, but he's more or less telling them, look, I've dealt with Galactus before, he's dangerous, he's beyond you. He is literally beyond anybody. And the only way I've been keeping him away from Earth is because the ultimate nullifier, and Galactus himself, he can be reasoned with. Like, that's the whole thing, is that Galactus, on a whole, can be reasoned with, but you have to know how to talk to him. But meanwhile, Scrooge and everyone else is, like, getting all the heroes together, and even some of the villains join, like Magica, the Beagle Boys, Glomgold. All of the villains, like, eventually throw in with Scrooge, because they're like, the planet will literally die if Galactus wins. So we're also idiots who live on the planet. So of course we're gonna team up with Scrooge and fight Galactus. So that's the idea. Like, everyone is forced to unite against Galactus. And also I decided to add this fun little thing where Galactus, how you view him is different. Like, if the Skrulls see him, he's a giant Skrull. Like, because Galactus is so, like, mind-bendingly, like, you can't comprehend him. Like, he's so mentally incomprehensible that your mind just makes you think you're looking at a human. So, and also, if you're a Skrull, you see a giant Skrull Galactus. So, in this, everyone sees a giant duck person, except Reed, who sees him as a human. But yeah, and even the media calls him Ducklactus, and Galactus is like, I hate that name, but whatever, I'm gonna eat this planet, so it won't matter. So yeah, Galactus looks to these people like a giant duck in purple and blue armor. So everyone's trying to fight Galactus, and he's just swatting them aside. Like, Magica is creating giant city monsters, like city monsters made out of the city of Duckburg. They're sending robots, they're sending everything at Galactus. Nothing is stopping him. Until, Della comes up with an idea. Like, if we can't, like, we have to follow what Reed said, and, you know, maybe we can reason with him. So Della, along with Webby, like, Della and Webby go to speak with Galactus. Like, they go to talk to him, and Galactus is like, you're not going to stop me from eating this planet. And they're like, okay, what do we have to, like, what if we can find you another world? What if we can just find, like, what if one of us helped you find, like, other worlds? Since you're new to this universe, you don't know where to go. And obviously, you're gonna go hungry if you can't find worlds. So, what if one of us became, you know, what if one of us could, like, lead you around and become, like, your hair, like, we can lead you to planets to eat? And to which Galactus says, let me stop you right there. You're doing the whole herald thing of, like, you know, just being my herald and, you know, leading me to planets, but you're just gonna lead me to planets with, you know, with no life or stuff like that, and you're eventually gonna betray me. I've done this song and dance 1,000 times. Like, I've done this so many times it's not even funny anymore. So, yeah. That's not gonna, I'm not gonna make, I don't need heralds. I will just go and find planets. In this universe. What I don't need is another herald. And to which Reed and, you know, Gearloose and Crackshell are like, doesn't matter, because we just figured out a way to send you back to your universe. Bye! And Della's like, oh, I didn't know we were doing the distraction bit, but alright, whatever. So Galactus, right before he activates his machine to consume the energy of the world, him and Reed are thrown back into the universe, or thrown back into the 616 universe. So, there you go. That is pretty much the story. This is pretty much a Ducktales versus Galactus story. Again, I'm surprised we didn't get Ducklactus. But damn it, I'm doing it now. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this idea? Like it, hate it, just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.